What's that? Well, thank you. Oh, maybe it's because many songs that I hate my so. Nani.
I'm just having a little hell cow before we start. We are going to be making it certainly can be. Put a little bit too much pepper on it. Really should have made some potatoes as a side. I mean, straight steak is perfectly fine. Don't get me wrong, but some potatoes would have been nice. So what are we doing?
What?
Well, I've been very busy the past 2 days. Oh god! Oh, that's funny. So I can tell a story while I'm eating about Red Brown, about those Captain America movies. Like, he always seemed like a really cool guy. I really wanted to go down and meet him, but I just don't have the time to drive. I don't know what mukbang is. Anyways, so does that mean you like wasted 2 prints by accidentally misspelling my name? I kind of feel bad then if he sat down and it's like, oh, you spelled his name wrong. It's like, oh, damn. Yeah, that sucks. I don't want him to like waste those prints he's got to print off to misspell my name. That is kind of funny. I know. So when the poor guy. Anyways, so when I got my wisdom teeth taken out, 2 photos in the trash. Shoot. Okay, that's cool. I really would have loved to meet him. I one day I want to try to meet everybody that's ever voiced or played Captain America in like anything. That's my goal, and to get them all to sign something. So I was originally gonna buy that like $300 metal Captain America shield and get everyone to sign it, but I don't have it, and I wasn't gonna ship it down. Like, oh, Captain America shield belt buckle. That is cool, actually. That's really cool. That's dope. I actually have a Captain America shield belt buckle. I don't have a belt to wear it on. Damn it. I need to go to the story. So I got my wisdom teeth taken out, and it was the week before Captain America Winter Soldier, and I decided I was gonna watch the Captain America movies, the Red Brown ones, and then the Matt Salinger one, so that way I could appreciate how far Captain America has come. Because Superman, he has, all the first couple were good, Christopher Reeves movies and all these other movies. Superman has a ton of movies. Captain America, he's got 2, 3, so technically he only has like 6 movies, the new 3, just Captain America, not counting any Avengers, and then the old 3. So the 2 Red Brown ones, Steve Rogers was like a Marine, and he had the weird see-through shield, but they were hilarious. They were campy TV movies of the 1970s, and they were awesome. The Matt Salinger movie was absolute trash. So basically, when I'm hyped up on painkillers and whatnot, I was sitting in bed like, with my wisdom teeth ripped from my mouth, just watching Red Brown, and it was glorious. It was amazing. So I actually have very fond memories of Red Brown. That's cool. I gotta ask, what do the middle words say? I'm not good at reading cursive, and it says like Calderness, something, Red Brown, Captain America. Is that a signature? I didn't even think about that. Okay, so yeah. So it says Calder. I don't know if you're even with me here, Devin. Then it's like W something something. I don't know if it was like Wish You Were Here or what it was. Yeah, it's interesting on the bottom. So yeah, it says Red Brown, Captain America. And then it's Calder something something, Red Brown, Captain America, or Capt America. Anyways, but no, yeah, that's super cool. And that's the second movie costume. I specifically remember because the first movie costume was super inaccurate. Second movie costume is very accurate. So it's kind of neat that that's the one I went with.
There's a drawing box, right?
I'm gonna make something tonight, but right now steak. So if you're just watching this and I'm eating a steak, well, I'm sorry. And times they are changing is the actually just time they are changing. I'm gonna have to fix that at the end. Is a reference to my new costume I'm making, but also because I deleted, or at least I'm going to delete. Once you hit delete on a page, it waits 14 days and then it deletes the page. So I had to wait 14 days before my Ranching Nerd cosplay page is deleted. Fun fact. Didn't your daddy ever tell you not to chew with your mouth full? Anyways, so I deleted my Ranching Calderness something wishes Captain America's minus. Okay. Yeah. Wishes. What would you put before wishes? Is it warmest wishes? Is that what it could be? Kind of looks like a WAR at least. And there's a T. I bet it's warmest wishes. Pretty crowded in there. Couldn't hear what he said. Ah, damn. I bet it's warmest wishes though. Now that you say wishes, that gets the mind jogged. I really do appreciate that, Devin. I didn't know if you wanted to wait in line for that, but like, okay, sweet, warmest. We got to figure it out. We're geniuses. I couldn't, I couldn't make it. I'm so happy you waited in line, because that's really awesome. But what was I gonna say? I am 0 for 20 on missing free comic book days. So every year I've been on this planet, I have missed a free comic book day. Never once have I actually been a free comic book day. Really sucks. I really want to go sometime. There's actually a time where I got to a comic book shop on the free comic book day, but it was at like 6 o'clock was the earliest I could possibly make it, and all the free comic books were gone. And that is when I learned it's not free comic book day, it's like free comic book 20 minutes, because then just everything is gone. You really gotta be early. I just thought, come anytime during the day, grab free comic books. I was wrong. There were no free comic books left. Some stuff was on sale though. But I've never actually been to like looking at the table, wow, free comic books, and grab them and got them. Not once. Not once. I really do appreciate that. It's great. Yeah. Omaha's nice. It's really nice. It really is. But it's a bit far from central South Dakota. That's the only bad thing. Yeah. The only time I ever did it was Dragon's Den, and that's when they actually sold comics, and they were completely out. I didn't even know Rainbow existed when I went to Sioux Falls, and it turns out they're like the biggest comic book shop in South Dakota. I wasn't too bright. Dude, Omaha's so great though, and it's not too terrible to drive in either. And I'm not used to big city driving at all. Like zip, it wasn't too bad at all. It's nice. It was a little hectic, but not too bad. But yeah, I should get out of Omaha sometime. Well, I plan on it. If it's really the 20th of July, I need to check some dates on those WKOs. I definitely want to go, especially since it'll be well after Avengers Infinity is released. I mean, I'm gonna go to Nationals anyway, I guess, but still, we gotta see. We gotta see. I just want Lex Luthor to be viable in 300. He's missing a good mastermind fodder piece.
And then the Russian
After retirement, yeah. After retirement. What gets me nice and excited. No more, Nick Fury. I've waited so long for Nick Fury to finally be retired. It's so nice. I mean, I pulled one. I pulled him and a level 7 ID card. After retirement, he should be really viable. Oh my gosh, yeah. Without Green Arrow and Nick, he will be very viable. But see, my plan was to run him with Darwin. That way, Darwin is great mastermind fodder. But Surtur exists. So that's why Rock Age is where I'm thinking Darwin, Lex Luthor, and then some other filler for Rock Age is going to be really good. Just because there's no retaliators in Rock Age. We got to get that ROC going on. Some 400 Rock Age stuff. I absolutely Tribbles. That. They have 5 points. That is actually pretty good. They're good for that one. I mean, I can't say they're good for 1 damage. They're good for deflecting one whole freaking attack. So that is pretty good. Tribbles. That's. I always forget Star Trek exists. Oh, nice. Oh. So, in the past, rock states have been, like, always modern. Oh, Carly, you silly goose. Don't worry about it. I haven't cut myself in years. At least 2. At least, I think. With a knife. Specifically with a knife. With other things, yes. With a knife, I'm good. I really want to play Rock Age so bad. I mean, that extra 100 points, it's golden, right? No Colossals, nothing bigger than a peanut. And then no ID cards, but objects and stuff are allowed. No resources. I like the idea of Rock Age a lot. And with after rotation, most 300 modern tournaments are basically going to be Rock Age because we don't really have that many resources. I want to see someone do something cool with the Punisher band. I really do. Like, there's probably something out there where you can use Rachel Cole Alvis or whatever her name is, the chick Punisher because I think if you play her with Shifting Focus Deadpool, right? Hear me out. Shifting Focus Deadpool, Peace Machine, the Punisher band. You give her that'd be there you go. Because she gives other people attacks, right? She gives not attacks, but attack powers. She gives other people attack powers and range combat expert. Basically, it's like Pen Blast, range combat expert, precision strike, something like that. That would be great. Deadpool, he just soldier theme team. I love soldier theme teams. You do that. You get the Punisher band on a low starting click where you can, pop in, explode, whatever you want. There's that 50-point Punisher who's also good with the band because then you can running shot, use the RPG, which is also a really solid choice if that's what you want to do. Don't get me wrong. We're going to make something, folks. I promise we're going to make something, but dinner. Normally, I've already eaten well in advance. But when you're down in the shop and you've got Predator on, you kind of get tunnel vision to what you're making. So you can normally I just completely forget to eat when I'm working in the shop. And that's not good. You should remember to eat. All right. Fine. Where is it? There. So here's what we're gonna do. Yeah. We are gonna put the safety mask on. And now, this is the top of the pauldron, the shoulder pauldron. And we need to put this foam on it. But instead of just using this really thin edge, I decided, since I have a ton of these left over, we're going to put it around the inside edge, so that way there's more surface space
for this to be stuck to. So basically, and also there's this little piece for the down part, you know. So here's basically what we're going to do. I'm going to grab our wicked cool this stuff. And then once I put it on here, I'm going to let it dry. But it has a wicked toxic smell. I put way too much pepper on the steak. Horrible, horrible idea. To be fair, it wasn't coming out of the thing, so I just unscrewed the top. Never do that. It's a classic mistake. Don't get any on the steak. That'd be horrible. Oh my gosh, that would just ruin the whole experience. No one man should have all that power. Clock's ticking. I just count the hours. Man should have all that. I'm too white to rap. I'm too white to rap. No one man should have all that. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. And there we go. I'm going to close it. And now we're going to multitask. Really quick, I'm going to hold my breath.
It is way too hard chewing the mask. Way too hard. No, it's nobody numbers.
Man.
Yeah, don't hit the chair. It's gonna wobble. No.
Steak.
It's a good steak. It is a sirloin.
Are you the one who ate my Samoas?
No, I'm not. Oh, man. Another little side project I'm working on is sealing this airsoft gun. So I have a mold making kit coming soon. It's and I'm going to seal this 1911 airsoft gun. I'm going to sand off all the little weird airsoft writings. That way I can make a bunch of copies of this gun. The grips are missing because they need to be sanded smooth, but pretty much this new costume I'm working on that has this soldier pauldron. The guy also has two 1911s that look about like this. So instead of buying two guns, sanding them down like crazy, I'm just going to buy one gun, sand it down, make a mold, because I really want to learn how to make molds because it looks really cool. A silicone mold, that is. And then I can just pop, pop. So that way, I don't have to, go to the convention and be like, it's an airsoft gun, but don't worry, I've taken out all the working bits. Instead of having to do all that work, I'm just going to make two guns that are really just hunks of plastic that have no working bits, that look nice, and I don't have to worry about, like, hey, bro, do you have a real gun? Like, no, it's just a hunk of plastic. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't even slide back, unlike this, which actually does slide back, How do you shoot it? Like that. The goal here is to not teacup. Teacup really isn't good, but you're really trying to go for either this little crosshatch, kind of like this. Some people say do this. This is what they call, pardon my language, but two dogs humping is what this is called. Never do this. Never cross your thumb, because if you cross it, when the slide jumps back when it's shot, it'll take off the top skin of your thumb. I should know. I did that once. That sucked. That was the Glock, an inferior weapon, if you ask me. Doesn't really matter, though, because if you shoot it like an idiot, it's still going to hurt. So, things they happen. These things. I'm not very careful. No one has ever accused me of being smart. We've been at this for 20 minutes. We haven't even eaten the rest of the steak. Oh, man, we gotta really work on the steak. The smell really dies down, the toxic smell of this stuff, once the lid's back on. So don't worry about me, dying. I can tell you were really concerned.
Hold on.
So, kind of a story. You ever just go someplace, you're going to go to the store, and you got all the stuff you want to buy in your mind. And then as you enter the store, you walk past somebody you think you know, but you haven't seen them in so long that you're just like, was that really them or was that not them? I don't know. I haven't seen them in like 3 years. Huh. And it just completely throws you off for the rest of the day. That just happened like Friday, so yesterday. I just walked into to Baumgart's. I'm like, is huh. Look at that. Yeah, this is entertaining. Hey, don't blame me. You're the one who's watching. Okay, so you can entertainment at its finest, folks. I'm literally waiting for something to dry. You have to wait for this glue to literally almost dry before you can even stick it together. Okay, so I gotta eat a steak. I gotta be nourished. Okay, I need nourishment. God, Sarah. Okay, it actually dried too fast. I take that all back. That dried too quick. We're gonna need to put on another layer. My bad. So, fun fact. Oh, this glue isn't quite dried. Thin layer on this. Wait another 5 minutes. Ah, so much pepper. Oh my gosh.
Who asked for your opinion, anyways? Jeez. No one man should have all that power. Clock ticking, I just count the hours. I am going to change into a shirt that I like to call my shop shirt. Not on camera, okay? No one ask for ass or gas. No one rides for free. But I like to wear it when I'm going to do stuff because you get to see all the dirt I've accumulated over the month I've worn this shirt. Because it's awesome. Being messy is the greatest. No one man should have all that power. So sticking to this count. Oh, I'm getting the flex on now. Like, oh, it's down, baby.
You look like Joseph when he's wearing his Hemon mask. Hold on.
That's a lot of chocolate milk, buddy.
Hold on.
So this is the official shirt. Yeah, no strip show. No strip show. No strip show. You don't even have dollar bills to put in my song, so no strip show. This is the shirt that I wear when I make stuff. And I basically kind of use it as a mop also. Whenever there's a paint spill, I just mop it up. I clean off my brushes on it and stuff. It's pretty great. Dang. No, I don't know. All right. That needs to dry a bit more, but this, oh, we're in business, baby. Whoa, I just burped in this thing. That was that was a horrible idea. I'm trapped. my gosh. Okay. We're fine. Everything is fine. Whew. That was horrible. That was just... This needs to air out a little bit. Clock's ticking. I just count the hours. Daylight comes and me one go home. Damn. Daylight comes and me one go home. Damn. Me said that, me said that, me said damn. Damn. Daylight comes and me one go home. Pick banana till the morning come. Daylight comes and me one go home. No, it's stacked banana. One, two, hang, bunch. Daylight comes and me one go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch. Daylight comes and me one go home. The things I do to keep comedy alive. So this is how comedy dies, with thunderous applause. That was painful. That was the single most painful experience of my entire life. And you all think it's comedy. You sons of guns. I can't trust any of you. So that's the pauldron. That's looking pretty good. I'm just gonna put this guy on it. And then maybe it'll look really good. Because, Batman, that's the image you get, Batman. Ha-ha! I will bring Gotham to its knees. You were merely born into it. You merely adapted to the darkness. I was born into it, molded by it. I never even saw daylight until I was already a man.
But I think, that was horrible. I think the smell is gone. The smell is gone. The smell is gone. Fantastic. I can breathe again. Good Lord. So, I know what you're thinking. This looks dumb. Here's the thing. I get so many of these, and I never know what to do with them. So I decided, why not? I didn't want to just attach this piece of foam to this piece of foam, and then make it. So instead, I add this. Now I got to put it back on, Jake, because it took so long for me to see a comment. Ah, damn it.
It would be very painful.
You're a big guy, you can handle it.
For you. I did the thing. You're welcome. You're big. See? I should have waited. I should have waited until he said it. He was obviously going to say, Calder, the comedic timing. My gosh. I'm sorry, Jake. I'm sorry. See, now I apologize. I got the comedic timing completely off because I just... The live stream, I'm going to blame the live stream because there's a delay in the comments. It's never my fault. It's the live stream. So, Batman!
Blah. You can also do General Grievous with it on if you want to. You know, like, hello there, General Kenobi. You know, I'm not going to put the mask on and do it again, but whatever. Did I sand down enough of this? So this is different foam mat material. It's cross diamond. Joseph Stostar, Bridger, I hate you. The cross diamond on this pattern is completely different from this one, and it's darker. Okay, so most people probably don't see a difference, but there is a difference. There's a big difference. Trust me, there's a difference. Huge difference. In thickness, also, this is very thin. This is very thin. You can see, super thin. I just bought a normal roll. Like, I thought it was completely normal roll because it was in like the exact same roll as this grayer stuff, but this was just, you know, black. So I thought, hey, that's cool. I can use it as like maybe some tank treads or something. Yeah, it is super weird. foam. We had this philosophical discussion about foam, which is, you know, to be or not to be, to do or not to do. Doobie 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 AGP. Ah, the glue gun. How could I forget? There it is. Yabba dabba doo. The Flintstones. Na, 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 na. Ha, 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 ha. Flintstones are great. So hot glue. If anybody was like, why yell just the hot glue all of a sudden? It's because, so I'm using this to reinforce this. But what's going to actually reinforce this to this? Well, I can just let it rely on the good old contact cement, which is pretty much indestructible. Like, I think maybe a nuclear holocaust will destroy contact cement because its bond is pretty much unbreakable. But because there's this line here, it's a little weak, so I'm going to apply some hot glue on the inside just to be safe, because the last thing I want is my costume falling apart while I'm wearing it. Because, good Lord, this costume is already going to be very weird, and I hope not uncomfortable. It depends how I make it. I'm basically wearing a floor mat, and not this kind of floor mat, like foam armor floor mat, like a literal rubber floor mat is what this costume is. It's a secret. It's a secret to everybody, because I'm not going to debut it for a couple of months, and I'm not going to tell anybody I'm making it. You just got to guess. Isn't that the fun thing about cosplaying, is driving all your friends absolutely insane and making them guess what you're doing? Or really, they don't care, honestly. They'll be like, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, and they'll be like, okay, dude, you've been working on it for like 3 months. You gotta show us something, you know. Anyways, so I had big news. I had really big news. So I deleted, or at least I am going to delete. It's going to take 14 days to actually delete the Ranching Nerd cosplay page. It doesn't roll off the tongue as much as I thought it would. We've had it for about a year-ish, Ranching Nerd cosplay, and it's not memorable, you know. It's not as catchy as I wanted to. A lot of you guys have like cooler names. Geeky Griffins is certainly one of them. BDR Cosplay, very simple. It's like 3 letters followed by cosplay. Cassandra Rain. To be fair, no offense to Cassandra, but it doesn't quite. I'm just like Rain. I don't understand the Rain thing, so pardon me. But you know, it doesn't have cosplay at the end of it, so maybe I'm being a jerk. Anyways, I'm sorry. I totally didn't mean to get off on there and accidentally insult somebody. But anyways, they're very catchy. Most of you guys' names are very catchy. What's another one that's really catchy? Punish Props, very catchy. You know, Evil Ted Smith, very catchy because it reminds you of like Evil Dead, Evil Ted. It rhymes. It's a really cool thing. You know, there's all sorts of cosplay names that are like really catchy. Jackie Craft, Core Geek Cosplay, very, you know, those are good games. And I was thinking Ranching Nerd cosplay is very wordy, you know, Ranching Nerd cosplay. It's 5 syllables, albeit that's on Geeky Griffins. Okay, well, never mind, actually, it's 4 syllables. But still, the 5 syllables, and it doesn't rhyme, it doesn't really do anything. I don't like it. So we're going to change it. And I have an idea in mind what the new cosplay page is going to be. And since I'm pretty much a one-man show, although I get some help from people here and there. Sis has really showed not that much interest in making costumes, so she doesn't really care if she's part of the page or not. So since I'm the one who mostly does the things, I'm going to make a page that's more me-centered, which sounds really selfish, but it's kind of where I want it to go. So if I ever start actually being a successful cosplayer, I'm going to want it to go in a certain direction. And I'm not going to be a rancher for the rest of my life, so the Ranching Nerd cosplay doesn't quite work, you know, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know if I want to tell you the name of the page. So the page already exists. Obviously, it has like no likes because I haven't shared it to my Facebook or anything else. So it exists. I got like the name just solidly taken. I already changed my Instagram to it. So yeah, is Hot Glue Gun hot yet? Have I talked? I see. I don't know who else is in the stream. If like there's even a cosplayer in the stream right now, so I might just be like saying this. I want it to be like a really cool announcement. I'll probably make an announcement after this video. We're gonna have to see. So yeah, Actually, sometimes it stops. I'm gonna scroll. Mouse wheel scroll. Okay, there aren't any new comments. That's what I was wondering. Because sometimes the comments just stop, and I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. And then I mouse scroll, and then like I missed 12 comments or something. So, yes, the cosplay page. I'll give you a hint. It does. It's an alliteration. It's like Geeky Griffins. Probably not as cool, but it is an alliteration, and it's sort of like punished props. So it ends in props. It's like a PP. I laughed at that. I'm sorry. I'm 5 years old. Anyways. So it's double P's. It's an alliteration. I could just say it, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to quite yet. So yeah, the new cosplay page is what I want to be, or at least what I want to try to get popular. You know, because I realized I kind of have a theme of characters I like to cosplay. Nobody else has noticed this, mind you, because there's only really one character that fits this bill, albeit I have plans for other characters that also fit it. So yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. I kind of want to be known as the guy that does costumes like this, so that way the page name makes sense. So yep. I want to do like a big announcement. I don't know when the time is going to be right. The next convention is going to be SODACCon. I actually want to go to more out-of-state conventions because the way it is now, I'm going to start going to NebraskaCon. I go to SODACCon. I go to SuperCon. I go to KogataCon. That I already said NebraskaCon. And then I don't even go to NDK or anything else like that. So I want to, Denver Comic Con would be really cool. I want to start going to more just conventions out of state that are within budget once I start making like adult money and stuff like that. Yeah, I want to start going to ones and competing in ones because like the Iron Man armor, whenever that gets done, Lord knows it's been forever. It's going to get done this year. I want to debut it at NebraskaCon because, I don't know, I just want to take it to a bigger convention, Hey, Devin. Going to see him there. Last year, the WKO was on NebraskaCon, so I had to miss an entire day of NebraskaCon to go to the WKO. You piece of no, I'm just kidding. That was such great fun. That WKO was, but I also felt really sad because I stopped in the morning at Nebraska. I'm like, "Sup, guys? I'm gonna leave," and then I left. And yeah, I felt a little bad, and then I had to I'm kind of happy I didn't make it to the top 8. Because then it's like, oh, I can go to the cosplay competition. So I will see you at NepCon. It's hard to find people at that convention. Oh my gosh, it's like near impossible. Yeah, it was weird that it was the same weekend. But so the funny thing is, I would not have been able to go to the tournament technically if Nebraska wasn't on that weekend. It was my choice to go to the tournament, of course. It's HeroClix. I really am going to play HeroClix. So that weekend is super crowded. They're stuck at that hotel. Oh my gosh. So they're still gonna be at that hotel this year. Man, it's not bad. But the ceiling feels really low in a lot of places, which makes it feel more crowded. And there's those hallways that are really tight. The ceiling feels really low in a lot of places. And then there's a couple of rooms that have a huge ceiling and it's wide, but that's only a couple of rooms. It seriously feels like stupid crowded at that convention. And there's just a lot of people. But yeah. But no, fun story about the convention. I flew from Las Vegas to Nebraska, and I met up with my sister and my mother because it was actually my birthday that weekend. So technically, the day I was at the WizKids Open was my birthday. I didn't tell anybody because I didn't want it to be like, because I didn't want to. I don't know. I don't like making a big deal about it. I didn't even tell anybody I was with at the convention. It was like Cassandra and Jake or someone who brought it up. They're like, "It's your birthday." I'm like, "Yeah, I guess it is." So that was cool. So it was my birthday weekend. So I convinced my mother and sister to go down to Nebraska. Go to NebraskaCon, so I can play in the tournament and go to NebraskaCon. It was such an awesome weekend. So yeah, no, it's not bad. It was some of the most fun I've ever had at a convention without being in the cosplay competition ever. Because it was super awesome to watch my friends in the cosplay competition because they did an amazing job. I mean, oh my gosh. I still can't get over how awesome. I don't know if Jake or Cassandra or anybody else is watching this, but seriously, the Ruby skit they did was just Miyamura, it was fantastico. And then the Frankenstein, the Mel Gibson Frankenstein's Young Frankenstein's they did was awesome. That was great. I don't know if they have a video of the cosplay competition, but seriously, the Frankenstein skit was just awesome. His face prosthetic was beautiful, and their Ruby skit was hilarious. The Ruby Doo. The hot glue gun's hot. We're gonna put our lighting in here. I can't see. It's too dark. I have horrible lighting in this workshop. Fun fact: my lighting is horrible, and I can't work, and my eyes hurt. Yay! Fun. Do I use hot glue for everything? No, I don't use hot glue for everything, actually. Pun not meant, but I got burned by hot glue. Like, not physically burned. That too, but I mean, like... Shoot, I have glue sticks. Oh my gosh. Oh, Jack Dunn. I am completely out of glue sticks. Anyways, so I got burned by hot glue in the past. If you don't know, hot glue isn't the end-all be-all. I'm going to use a pencil to push the rest of the glue stick through. Because we're that ghetto. No one man should have all that power. Ticking, just count the hours. All right, well, that's kind of it for the hot glue we can do then today. So yeah, I got burned by hot glue in the past. Like, I had a prop that was mostly held together by hot glue, and I had left it in the car on a summer's day. It was actually August, so yeah, it's still technically summer. I had left it in the car on a summer's day, and when I went to grab the handle for it, it just came right off with like strings of hot glue. And then I grabbed the rest of it, and it just completely fell apart. All the hot glue pieces were they just melted. The glue got reheated, and it crushed my dreams. And I'm like, well, that sucks. Like, that was the only reaction I could have to it, because it's just like, yeah, it happens, you know. Is this pauldron going to be too big? That's what I'm curious about. I don't think so. But I'm trying to, because there are two different shoulder pads, and I want to make sure I get them the right shape. I don't know why I didn't keep the other pattern. I just didn't. So now I got to make sure I get them the right shape. Yeah. I'm a professional, I swear. I'm not, actually. Technically, amateur is the right word, although I do want to be professional. That's kind of like the dream, you know. We're almost done with the steak, 45 minutes in. And now it's cold. I seriously should have just ate the entire steak in the first 20 minutes. Forgot about it. I'm sorry if you just came on to the live stream with just me eating a steak. This is the last bite, and then we'll actually finish stuff. This has been a very unproductive live stream. I feel really bad about it. But I want to show you something really cool. Might as well. So I got basically 90% done with the Ash vs. Evil Dead Season 2. Not Season 2, sorry. It's still Season 1. I keep forgetting this hand was made in Season 1. Hand from Ash vs. Evil Dead. And it's really cool. It's got a couple of gimmicks I want to show you. So, yeah, you actually put this part on first. Do. It's pretty rough here. You just try not to pinch your skin. It's hard to do it with the left hand. I'm not left hand dominant. My left wrist isn't dominant either. I'm completely right hand dominant, except for the fact that I'm left eye dominant, which is weird. Ow, there it is. Locked in. Well, you know, as they say, no one man should have all that power. So there it is. That's the hand. It's got some of the wiring in it, like this bit here that goes to the flashlight, and then this bit right here. You can sort of see it. It's missing the pieces for the fingers, the weird metal pieces that kind of keep the fingers in place. It's missing the thing that makes the thumb move. It's kind of like this retractable thing. But the cool part is I put in this red button here. The red button doesn't work, but it's a red button and it looks neat. And then the flashlight is an actual flashlight. It's really cool. And it's actually kind of bright. The only bad thing is I can't just like hit something here. I actually just have to press it with the other hand. But either way, it's a flashlight. It looks cool. And the glove feels awesome. And it looks like metal for the most part. For the parts that are foam, they look like metal. So yeah. I got a lot of work done with this. And I was pretty happy. All right. Oh my gosh. Why didn't I just... I'm not a smart man. Not a smart man. Gotta throw away the plate though. It's pretty blood soaked. I'm just gonna adjust my underpants on camera because I'm 8 years old. Since I'm out of whatever, I'm gonna put a little bit of super glue on the inside since I'm out of hot glue. This is actually foam glue. It's really cool. Ah, boy. All right. So now I need to sand down the edges. They're not completely flush. So I'm going to go grab the belt sander. And like, I'm going to say, oh, I'm going to go grab the belt sander. Well, here's the belt sander. I mean, it's not like we got to go to the store and get a belt sander. It's just right there. He makes such a big deal about the belt sander, but the belt sander is literally right there. Anyways, I'm going to belt sand something, which basically means I'm going to do this, and then it's going to fly out of my hands. And then I'm going to do it again. And then it's going to fly out of my hands, maybe on the second time. But really, let's just get to it. I'm going to use some light. So that might be a little bright for you. I'm sorry if it inconveniences you. And now it's going to get really loud. Light flickering because I don't know how to take the stupid light off, and then I can't get the belt sander right. Anyways, we're done belt sanding, which means we're ready to apply the glue and put this bad boy on. The clock's ticking. I just count the hours. Oh man, oh man, oh man. All right, cool. So this is going to go onto this. I'm going to pin it first. I'm going to see how it looks. I want to make sure it looks right. Yeah. Yep. Cut twice, measure once. Measure twice, cut once. Yeah, you get the gist. All right, so sewing pins. Check them out. They're pretty magical. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line this up to where I want it to be, and then I'm gonna put a pin in it. And I'm trying not to stab my thumb. Then I'm gonna get it how I want it to be on either side. And now that it's on the other side, exactly how I want it, I'm actually going to have the pin sticking outwards because I'm going to be putting it on my shoulder. So this goes on his right shoulder. And then once I sand down the sides, that's going to look pretty dang good, actually. So I gotta look at the action figure here. I'm keeping it off screen so no one can see the action figure. That'll work. That will work. Yeah, it's a little bit. Ooh, see now it looks bulky on this side. Huh. I'm gonna take an inch off. Yeah, I'm gonna take an inch off. It's a little high. A little high. We're taking an inch off. I almost stuck my thumb right into these. We're gonna take an inch off. See how it works. If not, I have the diameters for it. So diameters. I'm gonna have the measurements for it. An inch off the top or an inch off the bottom. We already have the top sanded. That's not really a question. We're gonna take an inch off the bottom. So since this foam is so freaking dark, you thought I was gonna say, but no. I gotta measure. I gotta use this gold Sharpie instead of a black Sharpie to get it. So dink 1 inch. Dink 1 inch. Dink 1 inch. And then last but finally not least, the final dink 1 inch. Now this is the third time today that I've measured 1 inch of something out. And I always forget that this ruler is exactly an inch apart. It's exactly an inch wide, like most rulers are. And instead of measuring it like this, I could have just literally sat the ruler flush against this side. And I always forget that when I'm already halfway through, but whatever. Is this knife sharp enough? It ought to be. Even though I'm using a gold line, I want to make sure, I want to be absolutely 100% double sure that what I'm doing is right. And now I already think that's going to be too small. 1 inch is too much. I've made that decision right now by cutting it. No, 1 inch will be just enough. Maybe we should take off half an inch. I have millions of pieces of foam. We're going to do 1 inch. We're going to see how it works. You only live once. Unless you believe in reincarnation, in which case, get on with your bad self, donkey man. That's a Calder quote. That was a free one. You can take that to the bank. Wasn't even from a movie, I promise. It might have actually been from Anger Management, I guess. I don't know. Probably wasn't, though, because I'm a genius. No new comments. Fantastic. Yeah, I think I like that so much better, actually, at 1 inch. I don't know why I turned that way. Ooh, start flexing like crazy. No, that looks good. That looks good at 1 inch. Once we get everything sanded down, that'll look better, actually. We got to cut these, though. Different again. So right now, I think it's at 3 inches. 1, 2, 3. No, I guess not. I thought this would be exactly 3 inches from the top. No, I guess I must have done it based off of this. Let's make it 2 inches. Let's make it 3 inches. So measuring, find a side that works. This side right here. Going to the middle of that, and then 3 inches up and out. So from this dot, we'll make that dot 3 inches. Going until it reaches 0. Step this right at 3 inches, make that right at 0. Now we're going to cut it like the filthy liar it is. Clock's ticking, I just count now. That looks fine. Everything is fine. Oh, I didn't sand down this side. What a rookie mistake. That looks good. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to do a ton of sanding on it, so it's going to look nice. Oh, it's going to look real nice. All right, sweet. Let's glue it. And once we glue this piece on, we've been live for an hour, and we have not accomplished much. I'll tell you that much.
We have not accomplished all that much in our 1 hour. But I like these live streams. It's because I was eating a steak. That's completely the reason why. Anyways. General Kenobi! I am the leader of the droid army. I've been trained in your Jedi arts by Count Dooku himself. That's General Grievous for you. I could do this all day, but I'm not gonna. Because I've got pride. That's also false. I don't really have that much pride. I got a message Devin after this. See if I can remember it. We're going to put an absolute ton of this stuff on there. There we go. How'd you spend your Saturday night? Well, I have an excuse. You're just watching me do something. My excuse is that this is what I always do on Saturday night. What did you do Saturday night? The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to conquer the world. Oh, thank you. Boom, shakalaka. Ha! Ha ha, Batman. Gotham will descend into darkness, and darkness it shall remain. People didn't really like Bane's voice in The Dark Knight Rises, personally. Although it was completely out of character for Bane, it was one of the best parts of the movie. Because I don't really care. When it's DC, I just let them do whatever they want. I don't normally have high hopes. And since this Bane, honestly, it was the voice that made it half as much fun to watch that movie. Because that movie was god-awfully long. That was such a long movie. Oh my goodness. The Dark Knight Rises was such a needlessly long movie. Like, holy crap, it was long. Oh my goodness. It was so long. But it was a good movie. It was an alright film. We're coming up on an hour-long video. So that's why I was fine with them making Bane completely wrong as he is in the comics. Because it was fun to watch. At the end of the day, isn't that the point? To have fun. Fun and friendship, guys. F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anytime at all, right here in the deep blue sea. Anywhere and anytime at all, right here in the deep blue sea. F is for friends. F is for fire that burns down the city. U is for uranium bombs. N is for, what does he say for N? What's Plankton's N? F is for fire that burns down the city. U is for uranium bombs. I think it's bombs. N is for never-ending chaos. I don't know, something like that. Plankton's a real buzzkill. Must have been at it for an hour. An hour. How have you watched this long? Oh my gosh. Wow. Pat yourselves on the back. Give it a hearty, meaty slap. Oh, good job. It is 10 o'clock. It is 10 p.m. at night. Brush your teeth. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Good Lord. What do they feed these people? They are with it the entire time. Oh my, I literally put my mouth up because I yawned. I'm wearing a mask. Whatever. I am that tired. I go to yawn. Oh, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Really, I'm just talking to myself. Ah, it's still wet. Gross. Lisa training. I don't know what that means. I have literally no idea as to what that means. Devin, he's speaking in riddles again, man. Speaking in riddles. This is almost dry. This is not quite dry. I'm going to kind of do this. Make it dry faster. No! No! Devin, no! No! You were so close. You're this far from greatness. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Devin, why? Like, man.
Technically, when they wear these during training, it's not like a gas mask. It's like what athletes do. It's like an altitude. Anyways. I thought you were cool, Devin. I thought you were like such a cool guy. You had an All Might case. All Might's awesome. My Hero Academia is like way up there. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, for me, this is just my opinion, I guess. It's kind of low, to be completely honest with you. I don't get it. I don't get why it's popular. I do not understand it at all. Like, you want to have, like, your All Might phone case is dope. Don't get me wrong. That is, like, super sick. But, like, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, dude. Oh, My Hero Academia is so good. It is certainly God's tier. Oh, my gosh. I need to start getting caught up on the second season so I can watch the third season. But, like, it is so good. Oh, I'm watching it. I can't read manga, whatever it's called. I physically cannot. I've read too many comic books. I cannot unlearn what I've already learned in order to read it. I'm sorry. I've tried. I was gonna, because I love Ace Attorney, so I was gonna read the Ace Attorney manga. I can't. I can't. I read it all backwards. You know, I open the book wrong, and it's like, okay, well, yeah, I gotta open the book the other way. And I can't keep my mind straight to read the bubbles. They're just so different. And then I try to read a comic book after it, and I can't. Yes. Oh my gosh. It's so good. I can't wait to watch it. I watched the first season on Hulu. I gotta find another streaming service that has it. I'm like the worst anime fan ever. I'm a really bad weeaboo. The cement's still not dry because I don't watch it unless it's in American. It's got to be. I'm not. Oh, we totally need a HeroClix set of it. And the thing is like All Might wouldn't even be broken if we had a HeroClix set. Like, because he'd have like tokens, and if he's whatever, he's got to be turned into like Citizen All Might, you know, like Deep Power. It would be so cool. And then the way Deku would work, the way he would work would be so dope because he would do one thing and you'd have to like modify one of his stats by like -3 or something. Like he can only make a certain number of attacks. Like he can kick once, he can kick twice, he can punch twice. That's it. He can make 4 attacks. That would be hilarious. He can make like 4 attacks. That's the 1 kick, the 1 punch, whatever. You gotta like remove broken. You gotta put broken arm tokens on him every time he attacks. That would be so great, dude. Weeby trash. I am weeby trash, but I'm bad weeby trash. I can't read manga because it's too backwards. I refuse to watch anything in Japanese because I don't understand Japanese. Okay, I understand American, so I can only ever watch shows that are in English. So I'm better than weeby trash. I'm slightly better because I'm not totally into the whole Japanese thing. I just like cartoons. I really just that's it. It's not that it's Japanese. It's that it's a cartoon. I just like cartoons, man. Leave me alone. And I can't be weeby trash because I don't understand Attack on Titan at all. That's one I haven't gotten hooked on. But My Hero Academia, just because I like superheroes and I like shows, man. Oh my gosh, it is the perfect anime in like my opinion. And I love Gurren Lagann. That was like my anime for like the longest time. Like this is god tier stuff. My Hero Academia is so good, so good. I need to get caught up. I got no excuses to not be caught up. Oh man, it's such a good show. So I've only ever seen the first season. I really got to get caught up. I really do. This shoulder pad is gonna look so dope. You can get it. Seriously, HeroClix doesn't understand how much money. I don't know if it would cost a lot to get. So here's the problem with anime. Most of their board game licenses are taken up by card games. I don't know if that actually affects board game use, but that's the way it feels. So Weiss Schwarz is German. It's a German name card game. Yeah, the licensing will get super weird. But like Weiss Schwarz is for some reason it's white black in German, and yet it's a Japanese card game. Anyways, it uses mostly anime. It uses all anime. That's it. So any anime that actually probably has a Weiss Schwarz deck probably can't be used for like a miniatures game, which really sucks. It totally blows. This is the Pauldron. We just got the thing on it. So now it's like that. And then we can shape it a bit more. And then, yeah. So we're going over time, so might as well finish talking about stuff. It really does suck. So I don't know, because here's the thing. I love making custom HeroClix anyways. So I'm probably, I'm not great at designing dials, but I like making miniatures. So if I can get with some people to brainstorm, maybe me should brainstorm some dials, because by myself, I made an entire, all 9 mercs from Team Fortress 2, and they all, with an ATA I also made, they come out to exactly 900 points. So each merc is basically 100-ish points, or less than 100 points. So I made all the TF2 mercenaries, like all their dials and cards and special powers, all named after the videos and stuff. I just haven't made all the HeroClix figures for it yet, and I've probably had this since the old cards were a thing, which is like a long time. So I definitely need to start making some miniatures for My Hero Academia. That'd be really dope. I've never been an anime character. I got miniatures. Let me show you my miniatures. All this back here, that's all HeroClix. Some action figures, you know. Where is the Team Fortress 2 stuff? So like, and for the TF2 miniatures, I'm trying to get all the proportions mostly right. Don't even know if anybody here knows what TF2 is, but so like the heavy, mostly. Oh, I forget that that's the camera I gotta use. It's mostly proportioned right. Pyro, her shoulders are a little stocky. Soldier, pretty well proportioned. Demo man, blah blah blah. So those are the TF2 ones. Well, actually, I made one Overwatch miniature of the best character in Overwatch. So I actually should show you that one. So fun fact, John Greycrow has a gun that looks just like Soldier 76's pulse rifle. It's insane. The body is, it really wasn't that hard to make it. Turn him around. 76, baby. Boom. So yeah. He has a Kyle Rayner for his dial. I thought that was pretty fitting, except for the flight. Blue Lantern Kyle Rayner, that is. Anyways, so yes, I really want to make some My Hero Academia miniatures. That would be so dope. I'm just gonna. I already have a Gurren Lagann figure, and the way this Gurren Lagann figure is scaled, it's only like 4 inches high, which actually makes it kind of perfect for HeroClix scale. So I'm not going to glue his feet to a base, but I'm going to glue the stand to a base, put him on a base, and just make a custom dial for the Gurren Lagann, because that'd be great. Anyways, we finished up the Soldier Pauldron. We could do some sanding, but since there are other people home, I don't need to make such a loud noise doing stuff. So there we are. So there it is. There's the pauldron. That's what we got done tonight. The second pauldron is actually already completely made, and it's arguably harder to make than this one, and it's completely sealed. So I will see you guys in the next one, and then I gotta make that cool special announcement. Maybe at the next convention I will. Yeah. All right, guys. Peace. Be the same, Fraulein.